Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Check out. 5, 6, 5. Coming after you. Coming after you.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Busts through the tackle. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch him by surprise.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back, see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now here's Mahomes, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Drop deep, drop deep.
Mahomes will try again on second down, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Ready? Mike, check 33. 33. You.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Check out. 390. I can't believe they even let you play.
Off of play action, Luck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
To throw again on second down. Luck. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Demario Davis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Hey, Delta.
Third and long, it's Luck. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Luck. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From fourth down to first. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. A shotgun snap for Luck. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Luck going to bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jerry Rice, 30 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. 74 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On second down, it's Allen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Lott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They are going for it. It's Luck. Cooper's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Luck gets this one to Juszczyk. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Check. Let's go, Mexico.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck tries for Rice, intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Mahomes now on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike, 55. Right, 15. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw, it's Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
What we got?
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Fighting through. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams...
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Let's go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Yellow. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight ends.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Michael Strahan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Locke. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. K-Wad short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. Now it's Locke. Ertz over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Now Locke. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Luck now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
12 yards there and a 1st down. Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. He's to the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Julio Jones, the lone receiver, left. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk with time running out. And his guys have once again taken the lead. So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here. Luck. And he's got it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Nice 7, let's go.
To throw is Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest, so I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that.
Now a handoff for Lindsey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And caught by Thomas for an Oakland touchdown. From 6 yards away, and the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, they made it pay off.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow. There's a lady. At 37. We taking wings on it.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, flush to his right.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Alpha. It's our time, guys.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure, under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Just use the mic. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ryan Shazier in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Kelce, 35 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Joe Rice, open right side. There he goes, right. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jerry Rice, 38 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped. Where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. 480.
We go, we go.
Return.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Marcus Allen, the one he was hoping to get in space. And it's second down.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Echo. Come on.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Being chased out left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal.
Hey, 43. Mark, 59. Mark, check, 59. You ain't got nothing. Hey, let's go.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flush to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
On second down and 4, Mayfield.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and that'll bring up second down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Hey, alert!
Second down and goal. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He was trying to get that back to Allen, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Let's go on, Eddie. Yellow.
Smoke. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Okay.
On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Allen.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
These guys are running offense like...
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jerry Rice, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Check 56. Tackles.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are...
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account Could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got,